Hey, Bubba from Faseat here. Just to let you know, we're here at another location getting them all set up for our system. Once we're done here, the customer will be able to log in, order what they need, make it, send it. They can install it themselves in 5 minutes or less with no tools. If you'd like the same system in your restaurant, contact us at the number below or follow us on social media. Everything. On everything. Everything. We're everywhere. Nationally, we do like Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Taco Bell's, because we do this in all 48 states. I created the fastening system, and that's what we're here to do tonight, is put the fastening system on it. Actually, we've already changed out a couple of yours before, and we're actually going to put a couple of new covers on that we brought. So when it gets to looking like that, you'll get a new cover, and all you have to do is take the old one off. This is already measured, already has the other side of this on the cover. You just pull it on, put it on, and you're done.
When we go into a restaurant, I was just explaining to Noah some of the things that I do first, like turning up every bench to make sure that before we leave, every single bench is done. If we don't get that pattern perfect, then all of a sudden we're making mistakes and sending them out to our client. We can't have that. We want to make sure every cover fits the first time, every time. If we come in and we're just doing bases and we see there's damage done to the backs, I grab a sample of the back, I grab measurements of the back, because once we're done, I'm a long way from home.
I try to get my guys to have those measurements so when that phone call does come through, we know what color it is, we have the size. I'm here to save the customer money and to save us time. We do the extra that we know they may need in the future. We do that ahead of time so there's no confusion to it.
Oh, God, you're going to kill my editors.
And you're sitting in the shop, grab a piece of plywood out of the back and start practicing stapling in a row. Box of staples is what, 10 bucks?
7.
7. And if you can get through a whole box of staples in a day, $7 is nothing in terms of investing in your ability to go fast when you're putting those staples in. So,
you know, there are days that you and I have done 3 or 4 in a day, just boom, one after the other, and then we go to the hotel and we die.
Tell them, I did 177 benches in 3 states in 24 hours.
Right.
I was at the University of Illinois, University of Northern Illinois, Iowa. Northern Iowa University. And when I got there, Bubba and I did all the measurements. Bubba had to fly back to do all the sewing. And so he left me behind to do the install. So I'm in an empty cafeteria. There's no students there. And it was right after a school shooting. It was top of everybody's mind. And I didn't think about it and started rattling off with that staple gun. And people literally hit the floor.
Are you serious?
I was apologizing for the next 10 minutes. And so going forward, I always warn people, hey, this time-long machine gun, let everybody who cares know, warn the customer. Yes.
Check, make sure you're not around a bunch of veterans that are suffering from a stroke of PTSD. I am a veteran, but Scotty as well is a veteran.
Yes.
We went into the military at the same time, right out of high school.
We're not going to tell anybody who stole whose rank. I'm never going to let you live that one down.
No, you're not.
We went in under one of these enlistment programs, and if you got several buddies to join, then you went in an elevated rank. And I got a few guys to join, but they didn't put it on my paperwork.
They put it on mine.
They put it on his instead.
So he went in as an E1 private, and I went in as a PFC. Yes, they did.
And I'm still working for him. Go figure. I've been doing this long enough to where I probably do it in my sleep now. But even with all of that experience, you're still going to find little things that you weren't taught, just have to learn to adapt to. I don't know if you noticed, but the love glasses that I wear these everywhere I go every day of my life. And anybody who says, I love your glasses, I give them a pair. And I've given away over 2,500 pair of these in the last 3.5 years, mostly while doing Faseat. To anybody who says, I love your glasses, I said, good, because now they're yours.
Okay, so we're lined up here, lined up there, lined up here. So we're going to repattern. We're going to dot the line.
No, I pick on Bubba a lot, but there is nobody better in this industry than him. So make no mistake, I don't disrespect this man ever.
And I appreciate that. Because believe me, when you're on the road, 2 people in a van going thousands and thousands of miles, eating together, sleeping not together, but in the same room. I caught myself. Tensions can get tense once in a while.
We were coming out of Colorado, and Google said make a left turn. So I made a left turn. And pretty soon we were on a dirt road in a snowstorm for about, 5-10 miles? And there was this ridiculous sign on the side of the road, and it says, top of hill hides view. And as we're going up the hill at 70 miles an hour, I'm like, what's there a view of? Nothing! Landed right before the railroad tracks, so we were completely compressed going across the railroad tracks and then launched again down the other side of the hill.
This is actually a fairly small installation. There's only about 25 seats in here. It'll go quick, but when you're doing 3 or 4 of these a day, it's a lot of work. You know, what's involved with upgrading and getting a customer online, this is the very beginning of the process. But all the data that we've compiled and so forth and so on, that all has to go back to the main office, and all that data's got to be entered. All the maps have to be created, the logins for the clients. There's a lot of administrative that puts all this information that the crews gather in the field, and that's part of the cost of an upgrade. But you only have to do it once, because once it's in, it's in. Unless you replace these booths, you don't need us to come back to put this system back in. Okay, so just a quick run through of this location. There was a couple in here that looked just like this. This booth is the new cover for this booth that looked just like that prior picture, but you can't even tell. And it required no staples whatsoever to put this cover on, and it took literally 2.5 minutes. A lot of companies out there, they require that you have a minimum of 4 or 5 before they'll come out and fix them for you. With our system, you don't have to wait till you have 5. You can do it as soon as that one starts to go, and you can even order an extra one, put it in the back room on a shelf, and when that becomes damaged, you can change it out long before anybody ever knows that hole ever existed. We're in North Dakota doing a location there. They had just mopped the tile, and I slipped up in the air, crashed down, hit my elbow. I honestly thought that I had broken my arm. But that's another thing about Faseat. Our customers don't have to worry about us being on site because we're fully insured with work comp and liability insurance. Okay, so what I just did there is I did a walkthrough and took a video of the layout of the floor. This helps the people in the office create the map that needs to be created. And when they call and say table such and such, we have both a photo and a video reference of what piece of furniture they're talking about or what damage they're talking about. Here at Faseat, we have the ability to take care of all your needs short of actually making the booths. But that in itself is about to change. Let's just say we may be doing a Faseat line of booth packages so that our restaurants will have this stuff already ready to go when it gets shipped to them. My tombstone's gonna be a restaurant booth.
They can call us for any seating need they have. And if we don't do it, we can hook them up with somebody who can.
Call me, I'll find what you need. If I ain't got it, I know somebody. I got a guy. I might figure out how to Faseat a casket, for Christ's sake. We're just about ready to wrap up. Last little couple minutes. If you're a restaurant owner and you want to be part of our project, give us a call. We don't know you need us till you tell us we need to be there.
It's good to meet you guys finally. If you're a potential customer and you sign on with Faseat, you will probably undoubtedly meet me at some point, whether I come out to do the install or whether I just stop in to make sure that everything's hunky-dory with your Faseat product. So I've enjoyed talking with y'all, and wherever you are, share the love.